Hi everyone, good to see you. Welcome to the third episode in our series on fulfillment. In the first episode, we gave an overview of what fulfillment meant in life. In the second episode, we talked about managing expectations in the pursuit of fulfillment. Today, we are having a deep dive into what I title Gathering Momentum. My name is Alabi Osisieneto. Let's go straight to the discourse for the day. What is momentum? Momentum is the strength or force that is gained by motion or by a series of events. Momentum is more or less like building traction or picking pace in the race of life. You'll agree with me that fulfillment is the sum effect of numerous factors. So many considerations come into place for you to eminently and evidently say that you are fulfilled in life. What it is that we set goals, milestone goals, and then we chase those goals, and then we accomplish them depending on what phase of life we find ourselves in. Now, to attain set goals per time, there's always that tendency for ourselves, especially when we just get impressions with what we may want to do or what we should be doing. There's that tendency for us to relate with the difficulties that may be on the path of pursuing those dreams or those goals. The tendency with most people is to relate with the difficulty, the exceptions, the challenges. And the more they brood on those difficulty, the more you contemplate on what is not available, the more the temptation to let go, the more the temptation to abandon those dreams, those lofty impressions or ideals. And that's why many of us have a routine of abandoned projects. Many things you wanted to do years ago that you've yet to start. Why? Because in your thought, you're envisaging impossibilities. What the ideas or what the goals are not always going to be easy. They're not always going to be readily available. But what do you do when you have such enviable ideas coming up in your mind? The first thing to do is to narrow in with laser focus on that goal, to ruminate, to ideate on that consideration, to focus and to pay attention. In doing so, you automatically position yourself for impressions and inspirations. And this is what I refer to as gathering momentum in the pursuit and fulfillment of set goals. Now, in the finance world or in the investment freelance, we refer to gathering momentum as compounding effect. When you are able to get more productive and effective as you trudge on in the pursuit of set goals and purposes. Now, momentum is that strategic advantage that generates ideas, optimizes performance, magnifies creativity, inspires speed, multiplies productivity, elicits buy-in, and enhances your positioning. Momentum is that ace that you have that enlarges the difference between what you initially ideated and what you eventually deliver. So momentum is not just a force, it's the catalyst for innovation and fulfillment. It's the vehicle that drives creativity and ultimately lands you at a position of fulfillment. Let's keep this short. Thank you for keeping company with me today. I believe in you. See you next week.